using his weight. Van Portfleet, Leicester driving, and Dan Kelly very nearly there. What about Visa? Sale offside. Leicester one decent shove and they're over the line.
Okay, use the line.
Tommy Raffel's waiting. Charlie Clare 2. Clare to Cole! 37 yesterday, try scorer today. Old King Cole. 150th game. Taylor split either side of that spell with Wasps, and he finds Andrews' first sharp start. Ball quickly away. Tuilangi, goodness me. He knocked Ollie Hassel-Collins off his feet. Hassel-Collins groggy. Leicester's defence split open. Try scored by War, but it was all about Tuilangi and that great big midfield hammer.
He's on his bike, here he comes.
In 5.
Oh, and they go the other way and create some space for Taylor. The clear and present danger provided by Manu Tuilangi on the right-hand side, the score on the other. James and Taylor again. Love that interplay between Ford and James, two highly clever players. That wasn't some smart, and this is Scott with a run-in.
They'll have to check this. They'll check whether he's onside. Really good read if he is.
War, Ford, quickly, Tuilangi, Sale looking to stretch it and stretch it dramatically. Ford took on Kelly. War away, and then Curry, O'Flaherty, this is James, one of the biggest roars of the season. Supported the club as a boy, final home game for Sam James, and he'll leave with a try. Harry Wells over the ball, and he's done well to at least slow it down half a second. James clipped through, O'Flaherty gathers, if he can gather it cleanly, it's the try. That's what it means, that's what it feels like if you support this club. In the meantime, Ollie Cracknell for Leicester. Liebenberg looking, oh, Dolly offered himself, but they go the other way, Leicester. Joe Hayes, held on to by Van Rijn, who was in the middle of it. Leicester still looking. Liebenberg shouting the odds. Oh, they've scored!
It's on the line.
And they've got the try.
Bath come again. Another quick penalty. Ball is loose, and the try is scored. Chaotic, unconventional, but it's 11 for the season for Thomas the Tank. Underhill with Barbary for support. Underhill nosedives. Thomas Dutoy looking for another. Ball is loose. Spencer! Here come Bath, right over the top, the parabola to Redpath. And Russell weaving his magic. Gallagher, the overlap created for Big Joe Thokanasina! The tectonic plates quiver when Big Joe is on the rampage. The stadium announcer tries to whip up some energy inside Kingston Park. Can Newcastle do the business? The maul is set and twirling and driving. Blameyer will score. And how Newcastle needed that. Ewells. Albano. Bath happy to keep it tight. Now Russell will lurk out the back and fizz it out to Gallagher, running the arc, burning red shot, scoring the try. Bonus point secured before the interval. And Gallagher scythes through Newcastle's midfield. 2.5 minutes into the Reds. Newcastle's need is great. Jamie Blameyer at the helm again. Bath stem the first tide, but Newcastle bodies come piling in from the backs, inching towards the line, over, try. that big black tank, leaving caterpillar tracks over the bath pack again. And Newcastle have a little more encouragement to take into the sheds. Time ticking away for Newcastle to mount the most improbable, the most incredible of comebacks. A try here would set them on their way. Bath again, attacking them too early, conceding the penalty. Byrne with the footwork and the trundle.
And off feet.
Stewart sniping and over. Plotting a route through the big boys. And Newcastle perhaps, just perhaps, plotting a route back into this game.
Langdon goes to the back, Laws supreme in the air, Dingwall and Smith, and they start to move through the gears right from the off here. Hendy breaks the line, George Hendy passes onto the outside, and Northampton and George Furbank exercise a few demons from Dublin 7 days ago in emphatic style. Courtney Laws towers, Joano Augustus. Mitchell gets the next phase firing. And he goes back to the left, snaking across the play. Lovely dummy from Dingwall, he gets it down. Saints in the moods at Franklin's Gardens. Fraser Dingwall, the scorer.
Which means they've got a bit more time on the ball. It doesn't really work if your set piece doesn't function.
Trevor Davidson, they go quickly though, over the top to Ollie Slide home. And he touches down. And he's scored so many of these in his career, but this one is different. This one is the first time as a father. His baby daughter Lyra born just 2 days ago. And that is one to wet the baby's head with. Waller with the tap and go. Then to the left they come once more. Rolling close. One more nudge to do this. Langdon reaches and scores. And Saints are one step closer to printing the posters and sticking them all around the place. The semi-final beckons. They have the bonus point. Augustus works it back for Dingwall. Pace of this a little slower this time from Saints. They're more methodical. Still the lines are good and they're close again and close enough. Saints over for another. Scott Young going in on that one, dislodging the ball. Laws has it, now Scott Young. And Saints will go to work again with Coles dummying. Sensed a soft shoulder there and found a few more yards. Dingwall, Furbank, comes into the line with speed. Back on the inside as well, and Mitchell will round things off. Under the posts, the slick passing from Saints after Furbank made the bust. And then Alex Mitchell rounded it off. Langdon gets it back. Here's Mitchell, gets the offload as well. Here's Waller. This will be popular. This will be the biggest roar of the day. Alex Waller. The 8th most capped Saint of all time. The very top of the rung in the professional era. But all the applause here for Curtis Langdon as Saints move their market stall forward for the first time this afternoon. They haven't had to rely on this much today, but it's always there in the back pocket. And big Joano Sam Matavesi scores.
The yellow card
Smith,
for me. Kitty, yeah, number
things
11.
could get worse for Gloucester. They will get worse
Okay,
here.
thank you.
Mitchell. Lovely dummy from Alex Mitchell. Here he comes again. Those fast feet releasing Scott Young. And Saints have options to the left, to the right, through the middle with Mitchell if he wants. It's all out there for these Saints today. Augustus.
New advantage over the neck.
More house money to play with his Freeman, and the offload is good. And Emmanuel Iyogun picks up where Alex Waller left off.
He's still down the bit.
By touching down.
Odendal in at 12. Still high-quality players, high-quality operators. Gloucester with the piece to play, though.
Played away, played away.
Iyogun and co at the scrum, going right through the heart of Gloucester. Nothing Clement can do. Coles back. Burbank just loses the ball. Seabrook to Freeman. Freeman on the outside. Here's Slightholme. He might fancy another. Oh, Slightholme skating home. The sharpest tool in the try-scoring box for Saints adds another to his tally this season. That's number 14 overall, 13 in the league. Matavesi stays burrowed in. There's Graham now. Takes it off his hooker. And those white jerseys splinter. There goes Graham, barging his way through and rolling. Playing with the advantage. There's Moon. And there's another. And the Saints can't stop scoring. Alex Moon this time. Another departing player from Saints this season. He's leaving at the end for Bayonne. Alex Hurl does well, keeps it alive. Reeves tries to follow on, but here come the Saints again. Seabrook and Slightholme. He's looking for a third, and it's going to be that easy. Ollie Slightholme from 75 metres and open grass, and it's look at the heels. And what a day for this man, living on next to no sleep. Tap and runs from Morris, then he kicks ahead. James is back, but in trouble. Doesn't he do well, the scrum half? Tom James beats 3. Slightholme is there in support. This is Iyogun. Keeps it alive. Beautiful from the Saints. It's Freeman. And back on the inside. The man who broke out of the 22. Rounds things off. Tom James. And the records are tumbling at Franklin's Gardens. It's not just a day in the sun, it's a day for all time. Here comes the Saints once again, and for some history if they cross here. Matavesi already has one. He might be the man to take things and write them down and remember them for a long, long time. Matavesi scores, and it is official. The biggest home win in the Gallagher Premiership since the league system began. Sam Matavesi, the Cornish Fijian, the man to sign it off.
Opportunities here for Bristol. Luatua on the charge. Ogre fishes it out. Sinclair driven to the ground. Wonderful start this from Bristol. Buckley once more using all his power. The Bears open their accounts. Big, broad, beaming smiles from Big Joe Batley. Vunipola. Farrell picks up and delivers the ball for Riccioni. Ansale looks left. Itoje, the inside channel for Gonzalez, and Itoje takes it back. Very nice from Saracens. It all came from the Genge fumble, and Saracens ruthless in their execution.
Sarries are trying to put a bit of tempo into Bristol here. See if it tires them out.
To the front, Itoje. In they go, looking to steal here, Bristol. Luatua has to give it up. Willis driving onwards. Saracens close again. Itoje close again. He's got it. He's got it there. Eagle-eyed Carl Dixon. And Itoje has 2. And Saracens are in front after spluttering and stuttering for the first 15 minutes or so. Line-out ball is secure. And Faka is steering the ship quietly, steadily towards the line. Here's Faka! Bristol still in this. The spirit is strong. The desire is great. and the prize is huge. Farrell waiting for Daly. Farrell again, lovely handling. Ezekwe's there. Maui sliding through the challenge of Malins. Trouble brewing here for Bristol. Here's Shagun. That might be enough. It might be enough for Saracens here this afternoon. 20,000 fans roaring their team onwards from here. Vakatawa for Bristol, he's lost it. And Daly thinks about thumping it.
Genge's last man here defensively.
Decides that the counter is on. Here's Sinti, little stop and go. Oh, that's magnificent from Sinti. What a line being run. Gonzalez is there. Puma to Puma. Saracens home and hosed.
He's so many metres in contact, so many metres from running deep.
And how about this from Smith? Sidestep through! Marcus Smith, brilliant. The dive and the most fabulous of London starts. Kent waits. Roots, who helped set up that initial threat that they very nearly scored from. Quinn's offside. Bigger problems, however. Cairns, bit further wide. Try scored. Henry Slade. One of the vintage faces in these parts. At the set piece and also the maul that's become an increasing threat this season. They're within striking range here.
They got a free shot. It was an early one.
Here goes Chisholm rolling around the side. Found a little bit of space. And then Stefan Levis, the skipper. Porter down low. Marler still with the penalty advantage. Harlequins. And then Evans. Oh, and Green goes through a big hole. Jared Evans needed a bit of time to bring the ball to heel, but when he did, he saw Green on the charge.
Watch them too, Greg.
Knocked away by Tom Cairns. Smith. Catch and the run, and the thrilling run from Smith. Always looking to get the ball away. That might be a mistake. Tafeo Aboso, the roar of Stanley Park in his ears. Try line fast approaching. That's what we've come to watch.
I don't think there's any replacing the big man. You just have to find a way to incorporate other players into your game plan, and two very, very capable centres in Beard and Northmore.
They got Bryn Bradley as well, a young Welsh centre as an option. And here's an English 8, and Dombrandt piles his way through. And that point zone attack that Quins talk about, getting near the try line, getting over the try line, coming to the fore again. They've got 3.
Out 6. No.
Fisilau. Oh, Herks went in. He went in shoulder height, but Fisilau comes away with it. And here's Cairns, and back to Jenkins, and here's Fisilau, and this is brilliant. Harlequins funneling back in defence as Chiefs thrillers now away to the left. Oh, what a score that is! What a score! Dan John at the end of it, but it felt like half of Devon were involved.
Advantage. Penalty advantage.
For all the fun, Chiefs have yet to be ahead in this contest. They're pressing for the lead for the first time here. And to do it without Jacques Vermeulen, or is it Yendel? It's Yendel who's down injured. Vermeulen is still there working hard. Cairns, Skinner, head down.
Mile offside. They're there.
Wrestling their way over the line.
It's that pirouette, isn't it, which means that no one's holding on to him as he gets out of the tackle and lands on the floor, so that's why he's entitled to move.
Chiefs' new scrum half is Niall Armstrong.
Fine.
Season when he made his Premiership debut, Gallagher Premiership debut. Came up through Exeter University, a Devonian. The university is such an important source to Exeter in recent years. Skinner, oh, that's beautifully done. Here goes Woodburn, running into the sunshine. Feo Aboso caught it brilliantly. Cuts inside liner, still going, magical. The Chiefs are keeping it alive as they sprint into the final weekend of the regular season. Woodburn in to help try to rescue the ball. There it is for Armstrong, for Muirland. Skinner. It's an interesting kick. That's Billy Keith, the prop. What on earth is he doing? He's got the wrong shirt on. And then here's Skinner. Having set it up, Skinner goes through. It's going to be one of those Saturday nights down Devon way. One of the biggest wins of the season, just when the Chiefs needed it. For Muirland. Charging Ross Vincent. Picked away by Armstrong. Chiefs still hungry, looking for more. John. Armstrong assesses the options. Best one is the skipper. Gets it down. It's turning into a fantasy evening for Exeter. A fantasy evening for everybody in these parts. And who's to say, as they weigh up a trip to Leicester next weekend, that they might not be involved in the top four and the playoffs at the end of it all. This second half, Exeter 37, Harlequins 0. 37-0 as Northmore and Smith try to change that, at least put some gloss on it. It won't feel like much, but they've got there. And Liner gets it down. It's beautifully taken, but where's that been in the second half?
Marcus Smith with the little trick play.
This is a huge, huge try for Quins in the context of the season. I don't know if our cameras even managed to catch it. Marcus Smith with the really quick drop out. No one up in the front line. He thought he'd undercooked it, but Northmore was the one that read off him, kept the ball alive, and where were Exeter Chiefs? They were already at full time in their heads, but Quins had something else to deliver right at the very end, and that could be absolutely crucial.